What if the biggest sign of low intelligence is believing you're smarter than everyone else? Psychology has discovered something strange about the human mind. The less self-aware people are, the more confident they often become. And today we're breaking down 6 psychological signs that might reveal you're not as smart as you think. Some of these are subtle, some are uncomfortable. But by the end of this video, you might see intelligence in a completely different way. Because truly smart people usually do one thing differently. They question themselves. Number 1, you think you're always right. One of the clearest signs of low intelligence is the inability to admit being wrong. Psychologists call this confirmation bias, the tendency to only accept information that supports what you already believe. So instead of learning, people defend their opinions like their identity depends on it. Ironically, intelligent people tend to doubt themselves more. They ask questions, they stay curious, they change their mind when new evidence appears. But someone who thinks they already know everything stops growing. And the moment growth stops, intelligence slowly does too. Number 2, you talk more than you listen. A lot of people confuse talking with intelligence. But psychology shows the smartest individuals are often the best listeners. Why? Because listening allows the brain to absorb new perspectives, information, and emotional signals. People who constantly interrupt or always redirect conversations back to themselves usually aren't trying to learn. They're trying to prove something. And when your goal becomes looking smart, instead of becoming smart, you lose both. Sometimes the smartest person in the room is the quietest one. Number 3, you can't handle criticism. This one is hard to accept. If even small criticism makes you angry, defensive, or offended, your ego may be controlling your intelligence. Psychologists found that emotionally mature people use criticism as feedback. But insecure minds often see feedback as a personal attack, and that creates a dangerous cycle. You reject advice, avoid growth, and repeat the same mistakes forever. Real intelligence requires emotional control, because if your emotions control your thinking becomes weaker. Number 4, you judge intelligent people too quickly. Sometimes people attack intelligence because deep down, it intimidates them. Have you noticed how some people instantly call others nerds, boring, or tryhards just for being knowledgeable? That's often a psychological defense mechanism. Instead of improving themselves, they try to lower the value of intelligence itself. Smart people don't feel threatened by other smart people. They learn from them. But insecure minds compete with everyone, even when nobody else is competing. Number 5, you never admit, I don't know. This is one of the biggest psychological differences between smart and unintelligent people. Highly intelligent individuals are comfortable saying, I don't know, because they understand something important. Not knowing is the beginning of learning. But people who pretend to know everything usually fear looking unintelligent. So they fake confidence, guess, or speak about things they barely understand. And over time, fake knowledge becomes a trap because you can't improve in areas where you refuse to admit weakness. Number 6, you think intelligence means being better than others. This may be the most dangerous sign of all. Real intelligence isn't about superiority. It's not about making people feel small. It's not about winning every argument. And it's definitely not about acting arrogant. Psychology shows that genuinely intelligent people often display humility, because the more they learn, the more they realize how much they don't know. But people with fragile intelligence usually build their identity around feeling smarter than others, and once intelligence becomes ego, self-awareness disappears. The truth is, being unintelligent doesn't make someone a bad person, but refusing to grow, refusing to question yourself, refusing to learn, that's where real limitation begins. Because intelligence isn't measured by IQ alone. It's measured by curiosity, self-awareness, emotional control, and the willingness to evolve. So if you recognize yourself in some of these signs, that's actually a good thing. Awareness is the first step toward becoming smarter. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more psychology-based content about human behavior, mindset, and mental mastery, and comment below. Which of these 6 signs do you think is the most common today?